A science experiment gone terribly wrong. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business.
He writes with a big orange note right on the power box or the meter, max 125 amps. And he underlines it because I guess there are people that try to put in and it's not gonna deliver the power.
The Nice Guys are upgrading the electric in their podcast studio. The wiring for 220, 221, whatever it takes. Idiots. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
I've got my own internal battles that I'm dealing
We'll
with
figure
right
it out as we go along. That's what we've been doing for 1,400 episodes, and one day we'll get it right. Maybe.
Oh my God. Right now, I'm just dealing with, what is the common conflicts in literature? It's man versus nature, man versus man, or man versus himself.
Ooh, that's kind of deep and shit. That's way too deep for us.
Those are the three classic conflicts that are in literature.
True.
And
point.
Right now, there's actually a fourth.
Oh, yeah?
It's man versus the home improvement.
Oh boy, I can't wait to hear this update. But before you do that,
yes,
it's time to make the donuts. Welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. I just texted you, Doug, a couple of pictures.
Okay.
And I want you to look because that's what my backyard and mailbox and house has looked like for the last 2 days.
Okay,
and then I'm sending you another picture of my house from about 2 hours ago. So the difference is, for those of you who don't know, and apparently it's making the news and shit, so maybe you do know, like we had an ice storm here in Austin, and it was like, just below freezing, but it wasn't snowing. And so we've had like fucking dripping rain, and it just hits everything and just freezes immediately for 2 days. And I lost power here for about a day and a half or so. But it's so weird because today, like this afternoon, it got above freezing. It's like 35 now.
Right.
So literally the first pictures I sent you, everything is fucking covered in ice. I mean, I
haven't gotten them yet. Is the sleet and snow holding them back?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like everything is like this sheet of ice over it, the fences and the power lines and the trees and the grass. It's just all fucking like, it's not even white, like not like snow. I mean, it's ice.
Clear. It's clear ice. Or
and
frosty
then,
ice.
And as of this morning, it all looked like that. Like the first couple of pictures I sent you, I actually took
haven't seen any yet. I can't agree or disagree with you.
Okay. And then the last one I just sent you was from like 5 hours later when I came home, when it's been 35 degrees. It's like, whoosh, it's all gone. It's like everything's just melted away now. And it's like, oh yeah, it's raining. No big deal.
It's gone. You know what? That reminds me of a couple of marriages that I had. They're just all gone.
It's all gone.
They are. It is all gone. Totally
okay.
gone.
So let's see. Where are we? Home improvement bingo. So first of all, timeline. What week are we in?
We started on January 3rd.
So we're 4 weeks in.
4 weeks in. And it's getting to the point where we're realizing that there are certain things that no one had accounted for. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about services. Like, okay, so they're putting in the steam shower, and the steam shower requires an extra amount of energy in order to run. So they had to run a special line. I told you about that last week. A special line to the fuse box. Well, the fuse box is already at its maximum. So that would be okay. It's no problem. We'll just get an electrician in,
right.
And they'll run another box, and that's fine. We kind of are thinking we would need another box.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that the electrician calls us and he says, hey, no problem. Let me come out. He came out and he's like, you really need to call Edison. That's the power company here.
Yeah.
He says, this house was built in like the mid 70s. I don't know that you have enough power coming to your house to upgrade your panel.
Right.
So I'm like, Okay, well, what does that mean? I'm like, okay, well, no problem. Do we just throw a switch from somewhere?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like you can't even get it into the. Okay,
so the maximum that we can get is about 20% more than what we have and right now, and we need about 40% more in order to power this stuff. Though I'm like, it's not like fucking the 3 Mile Island here. We don't need like a nuclear power.
You need 60 amps. You need 60 amps additional, right?
Right. So right now we're at a maximum of 100 amp box. That's what the box is.
Okay.
Okay. It's like got to get Wapner, 3 in the box. It's like that. So we're maxed out at 100 right now, which is fine because you don't always run 100 amps at the same time. That's not what's happening. So you have to have something close to that. So with this new breaker that we need to put in, we need 160 amps. So which means that we should upgrade to a 200 amp panel, which would be fine. Right. Except the maximum once the power company came out to our house is we need 100. We can only have 125 max.
Whoa, really?
In our house. So I'm like, okay, well, no problem. Can we just get a thicker? I mean, I don't know. Just asking stupid questions. Can we just get like a thicker line?
Can I go to Radio Shack and pick up some cables? Right?
We could do that for you. Okay, where's the power coming to the property? And I'm like, I don't know, probably over there down the driveway. And they're like, okay, well, they're gonna have to dig up between here the whole fucking driveway would need to be dug up. And I'm like, no, because that'll be probably about $10,000 to $20,000 for that. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Oh my God.
So anyway, that was just one thing, and then it's like,
so
I love my contractor.
but we're really like, you're just stuck. Like this money you've invested in this steam, you can't have it now.
No. So here's what's going to happen. The electrician is going to work. They make smaller breakers.
Okay.
I don't know what this. It doesn't mean they draw less power. It just means they have more spaces in the box that they can put breakers. Okay. Yeah. So in a normal box, let's say they can put, let's just say 24 breakers. Okay. Let's just say that I don't know if that's the number. In one of these new modern boxes, they can put 30 breakers. Even if it's the same 100 amps, they can still run some higher amperage fuses to I don't know how the fuck it works.
Yeah, but if you can only bring 125 amp into the house, but you need 160.
Well, you never need 160 amps all at the same time.
Right.
So they put in a 200 amp box because they're like, okay, well, at some point you're probably going to have these extra things that you're going to want. But it's like, I'm not going to be running let's say my AC at the same time that I'm running the other three things that have big draws. I'm like, well, what if we do that? Well, if you do that, it's going to pop the circuit or pop the house. Like, okay, all right. So in other words, what they're saying is, I can have the same box that I have right now or an upgraded box to the 125. I won't have enough to run everything at the same time, but I will have enough if I want to put everything in there. Like I'll have enough actual spaces in the panel. I'm like, I don't know this shit.
That's fucked up. You know what else is weird? Like my house, right? Brand new fucking house. I can't remember if we talked about this before. Brand new fucking house. And like 2 months ago, I popped a circuit, right? And
you did tell. Yeah. So what was the solution to that? I don't know if we ever worked the solution out.
So the solution was, and so it was like basically it was a circuit breaker. I mean, I knew it had to be a circuit breaker because, like,
in the box though, in the panel.
Well, okay. Here's what ended up being weird about it because all the shit that I went through. So this is where we need like Jared on. The home improvement guy, because he probably would have been like, oh, you should have fucking figured that. I would have told you that first thing I would have said, right? He probably would have fucking known. So I go to the circuit, right? And it's in my, like, call it the guest bathroom, right?
Okay.
And it's the guest bathroom. And so I go back to the box that's in the garage and I see a circuit. It's like guest bathroom, right? And it's fine. So I click it off and back on again.
Yeah, as I would do also.
Right. And like nothing, right? And I'm like, okay, well, GFI, ground fault.
It's got to be the
like
GFI.
the internal. And I'm looking for the GFI. And I found the GFI, which is actually out on the front porch. Which is
they're weird why they string them together in some weird ass locations like that. Bathroom and front porch makes complete sense to me.
Right, exactly. So I do that, and that one won't reset. In other words, that GFI is basically saying I'm getting no power.
I get no
so
power,
I can't
so
reset because I'm getting no
Right.
power.
I got it.
Well, I got home warranty, right? I'm under home warranty for a year, so I call them and I'm like, "Hey, can you come and check this out?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we can get somebody there in 3 weeks." And I'm like, "I have no fucking electricity." And they're like, "Okay, let me see what we can do." Nope, 3 weeks. I'm like, "Fuck." And I even said to them, I'm like, I'm sure this is something simple. Could you just get me a tech on the phone and walk me through what I may be doing wrong?
Sorry, Mr. Bonaire. We don't do that.
Right. Somebody about in 3 weeks. So 3 weeks later, a guy comes out and in 5 minutes, he's like, yeah, it was a circuit breaker. I'm like, I know where. And he's like, here, come out here. I have a second circuit box on the outside of the house.
You have a sub panel on the outside of the house. How many breakers are in that box?
There's like 3, maybe 4.
And what are they?
Why do I need a sub panel on the fucking? If I needed 2 panels, just put them next to each other in the fucking garage. Why do I need one on the side of the fucking house?
You got the options because you got some sort of upgrade. So what are the? Do you know the other 2? Because one of them is the guest bathroom. What are the other 2?
I forget. I don't remember. I mean, I can go out and look at some point, but I was.
You need to label those fuckers now. You know that, right?
I think they are labeled actually, but you see, what threw me was when I was in the back. Again, this is weird wiring, right? So the electrical in the bathroom was out, but there was something that worked. It was like, I can't remember what it is now.
You have instant hot in your bathroom?
No, we don't have like a tankless water heater or any shit like that. But it was weird because it was like the circuit blew the outlet in the bathroom and the light in the bathroom, but not something else, and something in our guest room in the front. And so in the panel in the back, it was, I thought, maybe I got to look again. It was something that said guest bathroom, but I guess it was the other half. I don't fucking know. It was just like, it was dumb.
It doesn't make sense.
So fucking dumb.
Why didn't they just put them? And it's not like do you have a whirlpool or anything like that in that bathroom? No, nothing like that.
Nothing special.
I don't know.
I was like, you guys could have told me, hey, check on the side of the house. Maybe you got another.
Do you know how many amps your panel is? Just curious. Do you know? Do you have any
I did.
idea?
Well, it was interesting though, because when I had to get a charger installed for my car for Tesla, right?
Yeah. Oh, they asked me that. They asked me if I was getting that.
Right. I had to bring an electrician in for that. So that was a 50 amp circuit. And the electricians that came in said, oh yeah, this is a good box. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, with these new homes, sometimes they go really cheap. And he's like, this is a good brand and a good model. And this is a good electrician. I'm like, okay, good to know.
So to tell you how old my power is would be to tell you that when you go in there and you look at the labels that are on there, it's one step slightly better than hieroglyphics. So remember those. Remember that the press labels that used to have to get the letter and then squeeze the handle and then get to the next letter, squeeze the next handle, and then you get to the final one and it's got like a little thing that looks like scissors.
Yeah.
You cut it. I forget what that's called. I used to love that too. You don't love that when it's going for your electrical panel. You really don't like that. So the guy from Edison was out at my house today because he was basically saying, "Oh no, you can't go any above." Because I was all excited. I'm getting a 200
amp box,
box now, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and tell you can only go up to 125 amps." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So as he's opening up the box, so when you open up the box, you're exposing the raw wire, the bare wire. So I'm basically standing right behind him, just kind of looking over his shoulder. And he goes, "Sir, you can't stand there.
You can't stand there.
Stand there." He says, it's against our policy. I can't have you standing right over my shoulder. He's thinking I'm probably going to push him into the electrical box or something. I don't really know. I said, just curious, have you ever had an accident? Me, I'm always full of questions. And he says, "I've never had an accident, but we've heard of somebody that was in our on our team that when they opened the box, the vacuum from the air that was created shot a spark out that killed somebody."
He actually said that killed somebody. Oh my God.
I'm like, good to know.
Did I ever tell you my lawnmower story when I was 10
Did I tell you
years old?
you're not getting paid enough money to do this job with Edison? If any of the responsibilities include the warning could kill someone, you really should not be doing like in any of our job descriptions for anybody we ever hire. Have you ever uttered the words "could kill someone if"?
No, that is not part of our job description. But we didn't hire a very good HR department, so maybe they just left that out. I don't know.
Very true. Tell me your lawnmower story.
When I was like 10 years old in Florida, I'm mowing the lawn, right? And it's just like gas lawnmower, and the lawnmower just stops, and I'm like, what the hell? And I look down and I notice there's a little open wire to a spark plug, and it had popped off.
40,000 volts.
Right. Well, no, I'm fucking 10 years old. I don't fucking know. Right. So I'm like, oh, I guess and of course I touch the metal and I grab it and I pop it right back on the spark plug. And the next thing I know, literally I am laying on the ground on my back, 5 feet away from the lawnmower, and the lawnmower is running. Like it fucking threw me across the yard. It was freaky, but yes, electricity is very fucking dangerous.
That is crazy. I just did tune up my my pickup truck, so 8 cylinders, 8 spark plug wires, and a distributor cap. And the distributor cap's job is to take the power from what's called the coil, throws it into the distributor, and distributes it to the 8 wires. And they warn you, remember to disconnect the negative from your battery before you do this, because you open it up and if for some reason it's turned in the on position, it's 40,000 volts. That could kill you.
Yeah, and I think I've heard this before, and I don't know, and maybe Jared again can help. I hear it's the amps, it's the amperage that'll get you, because like you get in a house, it's like a 20 amp circuit, right? And 20 amps is not all that much. And with GFIs, it brings it down to like 15 amps. And so as soon as you touch it, it pops off a circuit or GFI and you're fine. But a car battery is like 500 amps or something, because it's got it like when you hit the start,
amps.
it's like fucking crazy shit, and it will fuck you up.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that. So
okay, so where are we? So the guy from Edison came out. And he said, yes, you can get 125. And so you're going to basically get a 200 amp box, but you're going to put 125 amps of circuits in it. And if you can't run everything at once, which is fine.
I'm going to get a 125 amp box, which is the most that can go on there. If I put a 200 amp box and Edison comes back out, they're going to say, you got to take this box out.
Oh, so, right. So they don't even want you to have the option to add the extra. Okay.
Yeah. He writes with a big orange note right on the power box or the meter, max 125 amps, and it underlines it because I guess there are people that try to put in and it's not gonna deliver the power. The problem isn't necessarily with what we're doing right now. We're gonna max it out again just by doing this, but it'll be new power, which is even better because it's not the old box. It's when we go to do the next thing. That's
what I was thinking, right? Your house in the backyard, where are you going to get fucking power?
Yeah, well, that's going to have to be which is fine. It's going to be a whole different meter, which means it's just going to be a whole different, $5,000 expense to probably do that. The thing that is my saving grace here, of the 100 amps that's currently in the panel, 50 amps is dedicated just to the pool.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't need 50 amps to go to the pool. And if I ever want to do anything in the house, I can always turn the pool off. The pool does not have to run, 24/7. It only really runs about 3 or 4 hours a day.
Do you run the pool heater often? Do you keep your pool water on?
Not the heater. It's not for the heater. It's for the panel itself. There's a panel that's got the pumps, all of the pumps that are. Yeah, I don't know why it needs that much power, but it does.
That's interesting. So just regular pool pumps, not heaters, 50 amps.
Yeah, because the heater is gas.
Oh, interesting.
So the heater, but what I found is that I have like 3 or 4 outlets that go to the pool also, like in the pool pump area. Mm-hmm. So those are probably accounts for like another 30 amps. I never even use those. So it's probably of the 50, it's probably 20 are going to the pumps and 30 or 20 or 30 are going to the outlet. So for the most part, I probably could get away with everything I have and just have my pool run in the, from midnight to 3 a.m. as opposed to, 9 a.m. to noon or whatever.
Schedule it overnight when you're not going to be using your steam thing. This has been Home Improvement for Idiots with the nice guys on business who don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I'm sure we're going to get so many calls from Jared. Hey guys, this is Jared. Call number 1. Okay, here's where you were wrong on this and that and this and that.
I don't think.
Okay, guys, this is call number 17 to tell you about the 21st thing you just said wrong about home improvement.
I don't know that we were wrong in that many things. I think from a consumer perspective, I think we fudged it pretty good. So right now, they got these big 2x4. 2 feet by 4 feet, big old slabs of marble that are going in as the floor. Those are now complete. They've put in the vanity, which is this big 6-foot double sink vanity that's in there. The toilet, the Toro toilet with the talking toilet seat cover or whatever. That's the next thing to go. They're framing
it talks
out.
To you. You told me it's like automated. I didn't realize it talked to you too. It just gives me thoughts of like, ooh, that was a really nice dump. That was a good one, Doug. You're doing good. You should be really proud.
Gold star for Dougie.
Very firm. May I clean your ass now?
Oh, man. Well, that it could do.
It can do it, but it won't tell you ahead of time.
It won't tell you, and it won't talk you through it. But it will.
Here comes Doug. Get ready for it. Oh, God.
The only thing that is not actually at the house, well, the couple things that aren't at the house. One, the bathtub. So that should be in either tomorrow or Monday, but it still has to be installed. Then the barn door for the doorway is that's going to be after we get it move into the room. Okay. And the flooring for the room has been ordered and will be installed for the master bedroom, because we're redoing the flooring while we're at it. We're just redoing the floor.
So you got the big marble floor things for the bathroom, but not for the bedroom yet.
Yeah, not marble floor in the bedroom. That would be too cold. I want the hardwoods. I like those.
Okay.
Closet's coming together good. My closet's coming together good. The tiling for everything, that's all in. Everything for the most part is in. Not
and
in
JJ's
as in
got
installed.
Is the order of the stones on the wall correct?
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Still out on my porch. I'm just like, can we just pick these up? Can we just pick them up?
Oh, so they're sitting there in order waiting to be put up.
Right.
But they're in the right order now. And they're taking up the porch because you can't move them because they're in the right order right now.
Totally. And all of every time something gets delivered, I clean off my back porch so that I have a place to sit so I can enjoy my backyard while I can't enjoy the rest of my house. And every time I come back here, some fucking delivery person has put something heavy right on my chair. And I'm like, fuck. Seriously? We're 4 weeks in. I don't see an end to this.
You got to put a sign on your chair that says, "Don't dump shit here." Not a loading zone.
It's interesting you say that. Now, we spent a lot of time in front of audiences entertaining. And me, I am a lazy ass motherfucker. So I used to take this big old director's chair with me, because when I would take the director's chair, I would sit in it during my quote unquote downtime. Now, how much downtime do I have at a bar mitzvah, strictly?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. So I really cherish whatever amount of downtime, whether it's I'm going to get a bite to eat or the dancers are doing something. I'm just going to hang out back here. At least with a director's chair, I'm elevated to a level because I have this big facade in front of me that it kind of looks like I'm standing. So I always have, Mike is always there. He's my tech, you know him. I have a couple of dancers. Sometimes I have a lighting crew. Sometimes I got a video crew. So there could be as many as 5 to 7 other people other than me. And at the beginning, when I'm going through the entire schedule, I say to them, hey, look, I'm just going to say this once. I'm a nice guy, and I'm just going to say this once. I brought a director's chair. Okay? You might see me sit in it. You might see this thing empty.
No, you're saying this to your crew?
I'm saying this to the crew of 7, let's say.
Got it.
I will never tell you to get out of my chair. But I'm telling you now, that is my chair, and I don't want you to sit in it. And I would tell you, dollars to donuts. how many times I was not able to sit in my chair because somebody was fucking sitting in my chair. I'm like, if you want a chair, bring your own fucking chair to the gig. All right. I brought my own chair. Everybody clear off of my director's chair. To make sure that everybody knew that it was my director's chair and nobody else's, it says DJ Doug right on the fucking back of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I get it.
Anyhow.
I get it.
Okay. I think, Strickland, there are many voicemails in the voicemail box.
I count 3.
Oh, okay. There are 3.
I
I have no idea who they are from.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. I'm looking at my phone and it still says sending. I don't know why what's hanging it up. But here, let me show you. See if you can see a picture. If it focuses on that.
I see ice. It looks like it's solid ice grass.
Yep. Solid ice grass. And then here's like my cable hanging from
the wall
to give you perspective. Like you can see, that's a thick ass. Actually,
Yeah.
here, even better, more thick ass coat of ice. I went to check my mail.
Oh man, you can't even get your mailbox.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that was like this morning, 4 hours later,
Gone.
because it was
Completely
35
gone.
degrees and it's all just gone. It's like regular lawn.
You gotta start. When do you get to work on that grass? Because it looks pretty bad right now.
It's tall. I just don't give a shit about it because it's in the backyard. But I do need to mow it.
So I did.
And hopefully it'll get green again. But yeah, it's because it's all awful.
I just received a really good word from finally, after all of the things that I've been through, all of the money going out the door for this home improvement.
Yeah.
Finally got a credit. Got a credit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they went to put the stuff into the closet and they discovered that the measurements that we gave them weren't exact, so we had to return about 8 items, and we got a $270 credit. So let me see. $90,000 minus $2.70. $270.72.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The things you took back, they need to be replaced, but just with a different size, right?
Yeah, well, we've already been charged. See, they weren't, things are run a little cattywampus. They will charge you for the things that you add on, but until you actually take delivery, they won't give you the credit for the shit that you didn't take. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is $270 really going to make any difference?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Just thank God it's been a good month for TurnKey. Just thank God.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay, let's get to this voicemail. And legit, I actually have to go to dinner.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was late. I had to go.
No worries. Okay,
I
was not hurrying. I was just making sure you were aware that I do have
an appointment at Walmart.
Appointment at Walmart, exactly.
Okay, here we go. We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all. Oh,
Not interrupting. Just keep it going.
Oh.
Hey, Doug, it's Rick, Jared here. So you guys are talking about construction.
Construction, yeah.
Welcome to Doug and Strick's Construction Corner.
Yeah.
I wanted to call in. First, Doug, you were talking about the guy in the attic and putting a hole up your other bathroom. I could say that's extremely easy to do, especially when you're a decent-sized guy crawling around an attic. I speak from firsthand experience. I have gone through one ceiling in all the years I've been climbing around in attics, but it did happen to me once, and very easy to do. And yes, it can be somebody that's not that big, and it sounds like there's a train wreck. It's especially bad when you're getting your roof done, which I don't do at home during the roofing process. I think you mentioned having your roof done. I know Strick had his roof done, but it sounds like you got to herd of cattle up on the roof.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to comment on that, how easy that is. And if you're not sure how easy it is, just get up there and climb around in your own attic. See how fun that is.
It's very dirty up there.
Oh, my gosh. And then you guys are talking about the wire and the cost of it. Yeah, copper wire is nuts when it comes to buying it, especially when you get to that kind of gauge. And I don't know if you know or not, but the different gauges, I use 12-2 a lot, which is weird because the first number is your gauge, second number is the number of wires, but it doesn't count the ground. So 12.2 is actually 3 wires. You got your neutral and your hot wire plus a ground. So when you got, I think you said it was 6.4 maybe, or 6.3. I honestly don't know all the different ones, but I'm sure it's running 220 since you're running 6 amps. But anyways, that's a pretty big wire. So anyways, guys, love listening to you talk about it, and I'm sure nobody else did, but I just want you to know at least one person did. All right, guys, appreciate you. Talking to you later.
So I remember, and by the way, with your attic, since your house was built in the 70s, I mean, it's probably full of asbestos and shit. You probably shouldn't be crawling around there.
It's not actually. There's no asbestos. It's interesting that you said that. We made sure that hey, your text message just came through. There's no asbestos up there, but it does have it's a lot of dust. I actually had, while they had the ceiling open from putting their foot through it, I had to put a whole bunch of plywood up there so I can now have flooring up there so it won't happen again. And I'll have a place to put some storage too.
Nice. Yeah. I remember when I was on the tech crew at Towson University, back when it was called Towson State, we had the Fix come in to do a concert. Nice. One way or one thing leads to another. That was like one big hit, and Less Than Zero. Or Saved by Zero. Anyway, they had these spotlights called Super Troopers, and they were Merc vapor lamps.
Ooh.
Okay. And these things, the power supply was like this, just a box, and it was probably like, I don't know, 2 feet tall. Hang on, let me think about it. It was like 2 feet tall by like maybe a foot deep and a foot wide. And it took 2 guys to carry that. The cable that we needed for it, like when we had to send like 220 cable, was it 220 or 440? I don't even fucking know. But basically we had to send this power line up to the press box for the Super Trooper, right? A 10-foot long cable, like one guy could barely carry it by himself. It was so heavy. 10 feet of cable, like not that much. Like I had to, you grab a roll of it and you can barely pick it up. It's like 130 pounds or something, just a 10-foot stretch of it. It's huge.
Now it's all LED and battery powered.
I know, and all low power shit. It's great. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 2 more voicemails. Here we go.
Hey, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner. It's Erica Ross Krieger calling in solely to find out if you did what you said you were going to do, which is to get Steve O'Brien to leave the voice message, which you did not. And I really think you need to, because that would be so cool. All right. Love you. Love the show. Get on it. Bye.
So, Erica, I appreciate the nudge on that. So let me explain how things work with Steve O'Brien. Typically what happens is I'll think of, or Doug will think of, or suggest a good movie that we need to get a quote from, right? To get Steve O'Brien to do a quote for. And so I'll write it down. I've got like a little page in my OneNote that's like Steve O'Brien quotes. And we're not going to hire Steve to do one quote, right? So what I do is I make a list. And when I get like 10 of them, 12 of them or something, I send them all off to him. I put a note in already saying, like, next time we send something to Steve-O, we need the voicemail. I don't know what to say though. Like I could just throw it in his hands. He's funny as shit. Like he could just make something up, but I kind of want to give him a little direction of something, but it is on the list. And as soon as it gets big enough, as soon as we get enough quotes, I will send that off to him.
Not that it's important for any other reason other than just if you need one more thing to put on the list to give to Steve. Yeah. I have had a couple people say to me in the last year, so it's not like this has been like an everyday event. I had a couple people say to me, on the intro, you say Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner. You're now here, your host Doug and Strickland on the Monday episode, and they're like, it's who's Strickland?
I thought we updated it.
Oh, well, shit. we're not using the updated one.
You know what? I wonder if I'm trying to remember the last time I changed editors on the Nice Guys. It's very possible that I have not given him the new one. I mean, the new one's like a year or two old.
Is there just one that says, and here's your host, Doug Sandler?
Yeah, we have one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Or maybe I was listening to an old episode. I don't know.
No, we do. We definitely do have one, but it's possible that I've not given that one to the editor. I hadn't even thought about it.
All right. Well, since it's only happened a couple times in the last year, I would say it's probably not a big deal. But if we can, I'm going to
look it up. I'm going to look it up.
Just put it, here's your host, Strickland Bonner. That would be fine also. And I'm like, yep, sitting in again for Strickland.
That would be funny. No, it's all good. I'm going to go check it right now while we listen to the last voicemail. I'm going to see if I've actually given that to if it's in the Monday morning.
All right, we got one more voicemail, and then I've got to go grab dinner from Hip Vegan. Like, what other place in Ojai would be popular than Hip Vegan?
Hip Vegan, of course.
Hey guys, this is Erica with voice message number 2.
Crazy.
I'm going to try to cram 3 things in here. First off, yes, I totally agree with Emily. I think that she and I both need a theme song. I don't know. Maybe you can call it E squared and put both of us in it. But
nice.
If Jared gets one, I think Emily and I need one too. So I'm going to say that she's really right on that one. Yet next thing. Yes, you guys need to put Jared on the team and pay for his trip. In fact, put Emily and me on the team and put all 3 of us on the payroll. I'm sure that we can all consult to you about something. I know, like Seinfeld-like topics, because Strickland really named it. And I was thinking the same thing. You really are like the Seinfeld podcast. You just take the most trivial topics and turn them into such great stuff. I love the discussion about JJ laying out the stones. And maybe it's a girl thing, you know. I laid out all the tiles for our new deck, and I had to have them be where I wanted the right colors and not the wrong colors. So I can get it. So yeah, put all 3 of us on the payroll, and we can help you come up with some new topics if you need any. You know, not wedgies like Seinfeld, but I don't know, next week talk about parking tickets. All right, that's it for now. This is Erica signing out. Love you both. Love the show. And thanks for all you do in the world. Okay, bye.
Well, that was a very unbiased recommendation that we should add Jared to the team. Yeah, that was not self-serving at all, Erica. But I like the E squared idea. Parking tickets. That's really funny because, you know, I haven't gotten a parking ticket in like 100 years because there's no paid parking around here. Like when I was playing in DC, I'm not going to say I would get them with the band van all the time, but it happened often. Yeah. It happened.
The last parking ticket I got, it was Park Mobile's fault, and they actually paid the ticket.
Whoa, really?
I know. I was very surprised. I appealed to Park Mobile, and they said, you are right. This is our responsibility. We had our, you know, when you park in a Park Mobile spot, you're not feeding the meter, you're feeding the app.
The app, yeah.
And in this particular, and we can talk about this next week. I'll get into the details. If you remind me, hey, tell our community about. We're never.
Yeah, somebody's got to call it. I'll never remember. But if Erica or if you or if somebody else calls in and reminds us, we'll remember. But otherwise,
yeah. But you gotta call in, and we have to play the. It could take 2 weeks because you'll have to call earlier because we need to play the message earlier or not.
Oh, right.
8 so that we can holy shit, and I'd have to step into my time machine and all of that. Hey, I got a call before we wrap. I just got to share this. I got a call, an email actually. No, I got a call and an email. Same thing. I got a call and an email from a potential client in May of 2023 that said, hey, we saw you at such and such a party. Want to know if you'd be available to do our son's bar mitzvah. And my initial knee-jerk response was, hell no, I am not available. That is exactly what I sent back. I said, I am sorry, but I'm occupied the day. I forget what I'm committed. I'm fully committed for that day. I cannot do another thing.
Because you're doing your last one is at the first weekend in May, right?
Yeah. If it was the same weekend, I might think about
because you're already in Maryland,
jamming it in, or even if it was like the next day, I would do it. But I am not going to be in town for the first week and the third week of May. No fucking way. I'm not doing it. No matter what the pay was, I'm not doing it. I am done. I'm fucking done. I'm excited to be done. I spent a long time doing it, and it was a great career, and I appreciate all of the amazing celebrations that I had to participate in. But I'm fucking done.
I'm seriously thinking that I may fly out to Maryland on that weekend to come and play that mitzvah.
You
That
are
would be fun as
more than welcome to.
And we can go to Victoria's afterwards. And
even if it's only to fly in to go to Victoria's afterwards. It's actually at the 10 Oaks Ballroom. I told you that. So it's only about 10 minutes away from Vic's.
Love that.
So we may have to do that. All right. We'll come back. We'll share it all again next week. I'll talk to you about my parking tickets, some new podcasts that I am listening to, and whatever other shit I got going on in my life. Till next week. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Fill up your week with the Nice Guys. Side effects may include tingling, numbness, urinary incontinence, the need to watch the Kardashians. If you have an erection for more than 3 hours, call your friends to brag. The Nice Guys on Business is not for everyone. Consult your physician before usage.